Hello, welcome to Let's Talk. I want to talk today. I'm going to keep it brief, but I think it's important that I come in and weigh in on this topic. This is coming from Michigan, where we have several Republican candidates on the gubernatorial ballot running against the Democratic incumbent. The thing of it is that, and this is newsworthy. This needs to be told. People need to be made aware that three of the contenders, the Republican contenders for governor, have all been disqualified. Now, the reason they all came up with the same problem, they all encountered the same problem, and that is petition fraud. Petition fraud. There was petition fraud found in three gubernatorial candidates for on the Republican side. I'm not going to go into all three, but one in particular that I want to talk about is James Craig. James Craig is the black contender, the black Republican contender. And they went on to say that there was obvious petition fraud. Some of the signatures looked the same. Some of them were from deceased people. There were all sorts of things that they found in all of the Republican side. And I'm just wondering, why? I mean, it just seems odd, that it's the Republican candidates whose petitions are skewed and illegal. And it just, it's a fact maybe, you can't, but why? Why is it so hard for Republicans, and particularly black Republicans? He was a front contender. We're not talking about somebody that just sort of half-heartedly threw their hat into the ring. No, he was a very strong contender. He had a good campaign going. And then all of a sudden, this started to sort of creep into his campaign. So each of the Republican candidates took their case to court, and the court upheld the decision that they had been disqualified. So now they're going, of course, to the Supreme Court of Michigan, and we need to see. But I'm really concerned about James Craig because James Craig, who, as I said, is a black man, he was a former chief of police in Detroit, a very credible candidate, ran a very credible campaign. And it just seems like just something, can't put my hand on it, I can't put my finger on it, but it's something that's awry. There's something that just, I don't know. But I know he had trouble right out of the gate when he started running with blacks. He's from Detroit, and of course blacks, because he's a Republican, came out and protested his choice of running on the Republican ticket, as if all blacks have to run as a Democrat. That is something that is a huge, everybody expects for everyone who's black to be a Democrat. And he clearly said that he is a conservative. He's always been a conservative, and he's running on the conservative platform. But in the, political environment in which we live, it's like you're doing something illegal or immorally wrong to run as a conservative if you're black. And, the protesters, they came out and they were shouting Black Lives Matter, which, I don't even get why they were chanting Black Lives Matter when they didn't even know his platform. He just announced his candidacy. So, there's just so many things that just seem, I don't know. It's just incredibly troubling. It's incredibly troubling. I know that there were at least, I'm going to go back and, because this is just something I didn't want to let go by another day without commenting on. I want to go back and find out exactly how many Republican contenders there were who got disqualified. As I said, I know there are 3, there could be more, but they are Republican. I don't know if there are any Republican contenders, I said in the beginning, leaving just the incumbent, but it could be more. It could be 1 left. I don't know. But somehow their petitions were all flawed, incredibly flawed. And the Court of Appeals is upheld their disqualification, and now it's going to Supreme Court. Republicans always have to go to court and fight, and especially like now, a black Republican, a black conservative who had a strong chance of winning the governor's race. So I'm going to keep you in the loop as things come to me. This is the day after he has appealed. James Craig appealed to the court, took his case to the Court of Appeals and lost, and now he's going to Supreme Court. And you need to keep your eye on Michigan, especially if you're black, especially if you're conservative, because these black conservatives are going to change the dynamic of how we move forward, especially in this country regarding black Americans. It shows that we don't all have to be cut from the same cloth, that we have different ideas, and anyone who is a conservative should pay attention to what's going on in Michigan. Well, that's all I have to say. It's all the time I have for today. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so to my channel. And if you got value out of this video, please like it. And until next time, take care and peace.